Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome aboard. I am an IMG who was done with her Step 1 USMLE exam. I scored above 250 on my Step 1 and I'm currently studying for my Step 2 CK, which is expected in about a month and a half from now. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So if you like my videos, please do give them a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel at the link given down below. Also, do follow me on Instagram where I post all the updates about my upcoming videos, and these days we're also discussing some radiology cases over there. So yeah, that's a new thing that I'm enjoying, so join me on that. So we did a poll last week in which most of you selected this to be the topic for our next video. So yeah, this is what it's going to be. I'm going to break down the costs of all the individual exams that are needed for the USMLE Journey, and I'm also going to tell you guys the costs of the other procedures involved in the USMLE Journey, such as the ERAS token and the match process and so on. I kind of also wanted to include tips into this video about how to save the most of your money and how to make this journey as less costly as possible. But as you guys already know, I am not done with the whole journey myself, so I don't think I'm the right person to do that right now. But along the road, once I'm done with my interviews and all that stuff, I'm gonna make a video like that to tell you guys how you can do your budgeting to spend as less as possible on this really expensive journey. So I'm shooting this video in normal people hours, so it might get a little noisy like that because everyone is awake right now. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the cost of each of the examinations that are required for ECFMG certification. I'm going to do it for both IMGs as well as AMGs. So when I say IMG, it's going to mean the people who are not taking the exams in the US and who require a visa to travel to the US. And yeah, when I say AMG, I basically mean the people who already have the US passport or the green card or who are currently residing in the US. All of these costs are from right now, which is April 2019. So if you're watching this video from the future, like a year from now or something, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below so you can access that and see whatever the current rates are for the examinations. And when I talk about visa costs and the travel costs and everything, I'm talking about the travel costs that it's going to take from Pakistan, because I am from Pakistan, but it's like different from whatever region you're taking it from, but it's just going to give you a rough idea of how much it is going to cost you. So first off, let's talk about the cost for ECFMG certification. Now, for those of you who don't know, ECFMG certification requires Step 1, Step 2 CK, and Step 2 CS. And this is the point where you can add MD to your name, and this is the point you need to get to when you want to apply for the match. Step 3 is not necessary for sitting in the match, but you kind of get an edge if you are done with your Step 3. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need for your ECFMG certification is to get yourself an ID on the Oasis account, which costs $75. After that, you start registering for your exams. So for Step 1 USMLE, the charges right now are $940. For Step 2 CK, it's another $940. For CS, it's $1,580. And at the end, the CFMG certification costs another $135. So this adds up to $3,670 in total for getting the ECFMG certification for AMGs. Now, if you're an IMG, you're gonna have to also pay the region charges for taking Step 1 and Step 2 CK in your country. For Pakistan, it's $150 for each of these exams, so that's an additional $300. And the flight, the return flight, depending on the season, from Pakistan can cost you anywhere between $80,000 to 1,20,000 rupees. So that's like around an additional $900, and the visa, B1 B2 visa, costs around $200 right now. So adding all this up would be an additional $1,400. So ECFMG certification for IMGs is going to cost $5,070. So for IMGs in this, I haven't included the accommodation costs and everything, the food and all that stuff that you're gonna get, because that's gonna be the same for AMGs, and it really depends person to person, like where you're going to live and what you're going to eat and all that stuff. So moving on, let's come to the time when you start applying for your match. The ERAS, getting the ERAS token costs $120. And the program application, now it really depends on how many programs you're applying to. So roughly it costs people anywhere between $3,000 to $6,000 US. So let's just take an average of $4,000. So the whole match application process takes around $4,120. Now, moving on to the flight and accommodation for the time when you start getting interviews and everything. Now, this is going to be the same for AMGs as well as IMGs, because, you know, they both have to travel to different cities and live at different places. And it's variable for everyone depending on how many relatives you have in these different cities, and what you're eating and where you're living, and, you know, how you're traveling and all those things. So it could cost you anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. So let's just take an average of $2,000. So the whole match process, from getting the ERAS token to getting done with the interviews, costs you around $4,120 plus $200 for the flights and accommodation, adding up to a total of $6,120. Now let's add the ECFMG certification charges to the whole match process charges. For AMGs, this is going to be $3,670 plus $6,120, which is going to be around $9,790. If you're going to add step 3 to this, which costs $875 right now, $875, that's going to add up to a grand total for AMGs to be $10,665. This is like the average cost that's going to be for the whole USMLE journey for an AMG. So now for the IMGs, let's add the ECFMG certification cost, which was $5,070, to the match application process cost, which was $6,120. So that adds up to around $11,190. And if you add step 3 to that, again $875, that is going to be $12,065. So just to summarize this, if you're an IMG, the whole USMLE journey is going to cost you around $12,000 to $15,000 US, depending on where you did your electives, what airlines you used, where you stayed, and all those different things. Being an AMG, the whole journey is going to cost you anywhere between $10,000 to $13,000 US. I'm going to make a summary for all of this and put it in the description box below so that it's easier for you guys to follow up with this. And yeah, that's it. I hope that helped. If this video was helpful to you, then please do give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!